All right, now to the guy that, if you believe the Hillary Clinton campaign is their biggest worry. I am not talking about Donald Trump. I'm not talking about Jeb Bush. I'm not even talking about Chris Christie or any of the others. I'm talking about the latest entrant in the race, the 16th guy in this race. I'm talking about Ohio Governor John Kasich. Governor, it's very good to have you. What do you make of that? You've probably heard these reports. They're most worried about you. They're most worried about your track record, your success, your Midwestern appeal, and the fact that of all the entrants in the race thus far, you have the highest poll numbers within your state. What do you make of that?
Well, I think, Neil, they are obviously concerned about the record. I mean, when you balance the federal budget, when you reform the Pentagon, but you support strong defense, or what I did and my team did when I became governor of Ohio, I think it's a formidable record. It's not just talk, it's actually results. But Neil, they get one other thing too. They get me. And some are going to like me and some are not. But, I am what I am, and I have a lot of fun. And I tell you, I had some big crowds in New Hampshire and really connected well. And about halfway through, I was looking at them saying, how am I doing? They all clap. And so I'm actually enjoying myself. It's a good time.
That is very clear. That is very clear. Whether people accept or reject you or not, it's very clear you're having fun, and it's been the way you've been running Ohio. But I guess what comes back as well is, with all that success, and you did, I didn't realize the fact that you winged that entire speech, which is remarkable in and of itself. I'm glad you left Fox because, you would have probably taken my job. So leaving that aside, do you worry that you're not getting the attention because then along comes this Trump guy and he's sucking all the oxygen out of the room?
Look, I think we're getting plenty of attention, Neil, and, I'm not really worried about that. My people feel good. There have been lots of columns, lots of talk, lots of places. But there's what I really, I left this out when you take a look at my record. The other thing I want people to know is that economic success and growth means that everybody's included, whether you're drug addicted, mentally ill, the working poor, a member of the minority community. America needs to rise. We all need to rise. We all are part of the American family. So I believe very much in inclusiveness, ending the division, create jobs, economic growth, strengthen the military, and send a signal to everyone in the country that you're part of us, we love you, we want you to do well, and we're going to be committed to doing exactly what I'm saying here.
All right, that was obviously a speech, though, not written by political handlers, because political handlers would have told you, Governor, that the appearance you give in remarks like that and talking about reaching out and helping with Medicaid and doing all this other stuff to help the disadvantaged and to mention God and to mention our greater goals and greater good sounds liberal. And you're ticking off hardcore conservatives. What do you think?
You know what? Look, I not only studied Ronald Reagan, I knew Ronald Reagan, and he had a great heart. And Neil, when did we get to the point that if you're a conservative, I don't think this is really even accurate, that you don't care about other people? I mean, the whole purpose of conservatism is to say to people
you don't care about them during the primaries, I think is what they say. But go ahead.
Well, if I don't win and I say that, that's okay with me. I'm not changing my message. And I tell you, I go everywhere. I lay it all on the line, and people either going to like it or they're not. But you know what? Everybody understands the problem of mental illness, drug addiction. It's in all of our communities now.
No, Governor, I take no issue with that. I think you understand where I'm coming from. Is that the immediate interpretation of that from real hardcore conservatives is, that's Kasich, the government guy. That's Kasich, Neil, the spender.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well, look, I've balanced, as the chief architect of balancing the federal budget. In Ohio, we went from $8 billion in the hole to a $2 billion surplus. We've cut taxes $5 billion, Neil. I don't think anybody's even in the ballpark on that level of tax cuts. We've cut regulations in Ohio. We have school choice. It's just that I'm a believer that everybody's got to have a chance. America divided doesn't work, and American united does. And faith's a part of it, but I got to tell you, I mean, I'm a flawed man. I said it in my speech. You just get up every day and try to do better. So my purpose in all this is to be positive, bring people together, and unite America again. That's when we're strong.
You mentioned your record in Ohio, and I don't think Governor Christie was talking directly about you, Governor, but I think what he was saying is all these other guys are touting their success. Look what I've had to do in New Jersey, or tried to do, and I'm facing a Democratic legislature that tried to stop me at every turn. So, of course, by inference, I think he was suggesting you, and by extension, Jeb Bush in the early years when he was governor, had it easy because you were working with your party. What do you say?
Yeah, well, that's a fair point. I mean, I love Chris Christie. Okay, he and I are buddies. I wanted him to run for president the last time, and he has had it tough. But I have to also tell you, down in Washington, fighting to balance the federal budget, I wasn't just fighting Democrats, I was fighting Republicans. So sometimes you have to work your way through. But I think it's a fair point on the part of Chris. I've been fortunate to have a Republican legislature. Now that we're out of the woods and we're up 350,000 jobs and we're running surpluses, my job now is to make sure we don't go backwards. So, look, you deal with the hand you're dealt, and it depends how you play your cards. So, God bless Chris. He's a good man, and but I'm really thrilled with what we've been able to do.
That was not the response I expected. So I'm going to let go of the line of questioning that was to follow. You're getting angry at him.